Hey, what's up, everybody? I got a great question the other day from someone in their 20s. They're like, Jeff, I'm in my 20s and I want to get ready to buy a home. What do I do? And I was thinking about it. I'm like, hey, that's a great question, and something I don't really speak too much upon. And so I wanted to address that. The first most important thing to do is start working on your credit, right? So you are going to be getting a big loan, and banks will give you more favorable rate when you have good credit. So you could talk to different credit repair people or talk to different individuals that will help you build your credit. You can get a free credit report to know what your credit is right now. The other thing that's cool is I always suggest that when people do have a credit card or trying to build credit, that they make their payments not just the minimum, but pay off the whole thing every month. That way, you don't get bad credit, right? Some of those habits of not paying off your credit card can end up getting you in trouble. So you gotta be really careful when you're young with those. But yeah, getting some credit, building some credit, so that you have a good, solid interest rate is probably the first thing. The second thing is to start to save money. And people a lot of times like, oh man, I don't want to save, or I have not the patience to save. But it really doesn't take much to start building a good amount of of savings account. Maybe you take some of the habits that you have right now that are costing you money, flip those around and put that money into a savings account. There's high interest yielding savings right now that are actually 4 or 5% savings accounts, which is pretty cool. So that helps you save for the down payment and the closing costs. The second thing is, if maybe you're in a place where you have a professional job and you're like, I don't really know if I could even qualify. Well, come meet with us. We'll talk to you and we'll get you connected with our awesome lender, and they will go through the pre-qualification process with you and let you know like where you fall short or what you need to work on in order to get that loan one day. The next thing is kind of create a checklist of what you're looking for in a home. And I like to work with people on this because there's different realities of what you can afford at different stages in life. So I'll sit down and work with you on the musts and what you can have and like how much it costs you. Let's say you want a swimming pool. Hey, that's going to be fine, but you need to save or you need to be able to qualify for an extra bit amount of money. And then interview us. I say the buyer consultation with a great real estate agent is so important, right? With that consultation, we create a roadmap that's going to help you just really have a successful transaction, as well as not as painful as long of a journey. So we want to create a nice roadmap that's going to help you really be successful in finding that next home. And then stay patient. In this market, there's not a lot of inventory right now. So being patient while you're looking and building credit and saving and doing all these things, knowing that there's a goal in sight and that you're going to hit that goal is so important. It's like you're probably, if you're just starting to think about buying a home, it's probably not going to be in the next 6 months. It might be. That could happen, but most likely there's a process that you need to go through in order to get ready to buy a home. So anyway, if you have any more questions about this, reach out to me. You got my cell phone. It's 805-904-3444. And I hope that everybody's having a great Friday. Take care.